let's create. So if you're cooking arroz con pollo or chicken with rice, that one of those Puerto Rican delicious meal, there are ways of maximizing and expanding the flavor while optimizing the cooking method. So what I like to do, if you're cooking for 1 to maybe 5 people, 5 people or less, I like to get the chicken. I have a couple chicken legs and 3 wings. And I like to create some sort of stock or maybe broth with water. I have 7 cups of water here. You can use 8. And I'm going to get that chicken cooked using the water. One of the cooking methods, you're going to cook it 2 styles. This is the first style. You're boiling them to get some of the juices and get this water to become a broth or stock that you're going to use for your rice, okay? So this is a trick when you're cooking for, a small amount of people. And this trick I'm using, the entire cooking that I'm going to do today is with that in mind, okay? As the chicken is creating this broth, make sure you have your ingredients ready. And here's the list of ingredients. You don't need a lot of things, just the basics and a couple of optional ingredients here. A couple of vegetables for optional, but everything else, you can use it and you'll be in good shape. So I let it go for about 45 minutes. I have 2 cups of rice. This is medium size. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of this broth, and I'm going to get about 2.5 cups, okay? About 2.5 cups. 2 cups of rice, 2.5 of the delicious broth. High heat, 2 cups of rice. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this stock, but I'm going to clean it a little bit. So you got the nasty stuff out. So it's crystalline, clean. It's boiling already. I'm not going to waste time. Going to put a couple drops of extra virgin olive oil, just a couple. Yep, just a couple. And then I'm going to get some turmeric to get a nice color. Smoked paprika. Smoked paprika. I'm going to get a cover. But before I do that, let me reduce the heat to medium because it's already simmering. And just let it cook. As the rice cook, get your chicken. Start breaking that baby out. You're getting it set for the second stages of the cooking, okay? I don't want those bones from the legs, so I'm going to pull it out. Chicken wing, you can break it out too. About 8, maybe 10 minutes later, you're going to see these craters. That means that the broth has evaporated. What you're going to do, you're going to stir this baby. It's not ready yet. Just up and down, up and down. What you're going to do, you're going to cover it Let it cook for another 3 minutes, okay? About 3 minutes later, look at this baby, huh? Look at this baby. Turn the heat off and move it out the heat, okay? Now that the rice is ready, I have this pan. And what I'm going to do, I have it on medium high. It's preheating. I'm going to put some salt. And this salt have some thyme on it. I did an extra flavor, but it could be regular salt, any type of salt. And what are you going to do is you're going to put some extra virgin olive oil. And you're going to prepare what I call a sofrito. And this sofrito is real time. It's not, you can use the Puerto Rican sofrito that's preserved in the refrigerator. But this one is real time because I had the onions. Little bit onions, you don't go crazy. Some red bell pepper. And I'm going to saute this baby. I have a little bit of cilantro. Oh, this salt and this oil smells delicious. And I'm going to saute this for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes, okay? About a minute later, I have about 2-3 teeth of garlic chopped. And I'm going to do this just for a few seconds because you don't want the garlic to burn. It gets a little bit bitter. You don't want that. Oh, it smells so delicious. Just a few seconds. Now you bring the chicken. So it's going to cook two styles. And you're going to mix everything together, okay? Giving it some color. Oh, it smells so good. If you want to add a little bit more salt, because my stock, I didn't add salt. I didn't add salt to the rice. I did that intentionally. Let me put a tiny bit more salt. Now I'm going to put, optionally, some lava beans. And I have some green peas. So I was going to put some vegetable. That's optional too, by the way. Look at this beauty, huh? My grandma used to like olive, so I'm going to add a few. And you're going to mix this around. Cook, mix the flavors. Get that, the chicken is cooked already, you just go into a second process of cooking. And do this for about 2 minutes, okay? Maybe a minute. About a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes later, see the chicken, how nice and dark it's looking. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the rice. And this rice is already cooked. So what you're really doing is lower the heat to medium. And you're going to mix everything nicely. This is exactly what you're doing. You're mixing things. The chicken, everything is cooked. It's going to the last stage of the process of mixing the vegetable, the flavors, the chicken. Now, see how grainy this stuff is? That's the beauty of this. You never, if you do it right, you never going to have add that sticky rice amateur hour. You're not going to have that. I'm showing you a technique that if people don't see you doing it, they don't know how you cook it. They know that's delicious. And that's the point. You're making something delicious. Not tomato sauce. So you're saving on tomatoes. You still have the nice color. Actually, much more flavor because I cooked the chicken two style. And at the same time, you know what else I did? I added chicken broth. And now what you're going to do, you can cover it. I'm going to use aluminum foil. You can use a plantain leaf. You can do whatever. You can even use a regular cover. You're going to cover this, I say, for about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. You want that steam to go up so the flavor centralize. Turn it off after a minute and look at this baby. See how nice and beautiful it looks?